Strange time to feel alive. Trust well. I got caught in the energy before I realized what happened. My gut turned, the center of my chest twisted, and my hands balled up. I annoyed you with my psychologist speak. That's a tone of voice you've noted I take on, especially when talking to your teachers, or in this case, a potential teacher at the school we were touring. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for giving me the feedback. I was glad you explained your icy demeanor as you stared out the car window. We were headed to Aroma Coffee to get a snack before ice skating, the plan we created after touring this new potential school. Externally, I appeared steady and centered. Internally, I felt a wobble. We sat at a small round table in Aroma, sipping our beverages when you looked up at me with a scowl. I hate the noise you make when you sip your coffee. I hadn't sipped enough latte to steady my wobble. Your words sent me spinning. You're coming at me hard. Your criticisms hitting me are wearing me down. Your eyes grew wide as they started to water. Shh. My words were too harsh. I followed up. I just need a minute. We both stilled in the icy space between us. Do you know what a clean means? I broke the ice. No? It's an oracle message passed unknowingly by the messenger. I experience these often when I'm working with others. These especially come through when the other is speaking from their stream of consciousness, which is often the case in therapy, what most would call the voice of the subconscious. I'll give you an example. Let's say Tinkerbell becomes a symbol for you. I thought of when you were younger. I'd lie in bed with you and stare up at the ceiling where I put the Disney princesses decal. Tinkerbell wasn't among them because she wasn't considered a princess. But as I spun magical bedtime tales using the princesses as the animation, despite her absence, or maybe because of her unseen presence, Tinkerbell was certainly included in the story. Let's say you were having a hard time deciding on something, like should you attend the school we just toured? You'd like information from another perspective. Suddenly, someone you are chatting with brings up Tinkerbell. Listen close to what the person is saying because a Cleton is being passed. You didn't say much. Maybe Tinkerbell was too baby for you. As a budding young woman entering the early stages of adolescence, fairy princesses could be diminutive for you. I internally chastised myself. Why did I pick Tinkerbell? I recovered with a slight pivot. Did you know the devil originated as Pan? Like Peter Pan. I felt the mood shift. Apparently, the devil was more in vogue for teens. During the Dark Ages, paganism was deemed too hedonistic, and in an attempt to clamp down on indulgence, Pan was renamed the devil. Really? That's messed up. Our connection felt restored and the perfect moment to stand and head to our next outing, ice skating. My eyes were drawn to the spot directly over our heads. Adhered to the wall were 2 circles welded together with 4 bars, creating a 3-dimensional wheel. Inside the wheel were silvery silk eucalyptus leaves. Poking between the leaves was a tiny figurine no larger than my index finger. Tinkerbell. No way, I gasped. You looked where I was pointing. It's Tink, I exclaimed. This age can be so difficult. Innocence and childish perception can be deemed delusional. The common rite of passage is to conceal the foolishness of magic and synchronicity. Cynicism was the adult demeanor to adopt. Was that behind your stoic look? I didn't ask. We headed to the car in silence. Mom, what does poised mean? It was the term your prospective teacher used when I asked her, after spending some time getting to know Ava, what observations can you share with us? The first word that comes to me is poised. I am also concerned after viewing her transcripts and spending this time with her, she may be too advanced and mature for the class. Other students could not believe she was only a 7th grader. I appreciated her honesty. I hadn't connected the dots on her statement as it related to your repeated pushes on me until after we finished ice skating. We skated for 90 minutes because that's how long open skate sessions were. I was thankful there was a time limit because I was exhausted. You were not. You wanted more. You stood, skates still on, as you said, I'm going to ask when the next session begins. I became alarmed. I couldn't go back on the ice today. I needed some space. I had some wobbles to steady. I responded, "Hey, we need to go." "Stop rushing me," you blurted. I felt rage surge through my solar plexus. "Why are you pushing so hard on me today?" Tears flowed, for us both. You plopped on the chair next to me. "I don't think I can go to this school." Your words instantly pulled me out of the confusing swirl I'd been in since we left the school. Light was emerging from the storm, dots connecting with each word you uttered. "There is so much pressure. The kids have such nice writing. The artwork is way better than mine. My handwriting isn't that good. And the other girl ice skating today, she is so much better than me." I just wanted to whisk you away to Fiji or Bora Bora. How could this world do this to you? How can you not see how amazing you are? I didn't whisk you away. You wouldn't let me anyway. I've tried many times to gently expand your perspective, wishing you would exit this educational experience that I saw eroding away at your confidence, at your mental well-being. A mindset that would get you right back on the ice to keep pushing harder so you could get better than another. You were insistent you wanted a traditional education. You were persistent, wanting to return to the ice. And I was insistent I wouldn't force you, that I would support your choices regardless how much I wobbled, because I can steady. There is the "I can't" exit, and there is the "I don't want to" exit. "I can't" is not sustainable. It leaves you feeling less than, diminished, incapable. As soon as you feel you can, you will jump right back in. The "I don't want to" is when you've discovered your sovereignty, your uniqueness, and have realized whatever you have opted out through "I don't want to" is not for you, not because you were less than, because you were you. You needed to decide, with whatever guidance and perspective you were willing to receive, what you wanted. The dots connected. You were coming at me all day to release this pressure. The prospective teacher, having concluded you were poised and mature, was trying to impress you with examples of her kids' best work. Poised is like Queen Elizabeth, and like the Queen, poised also conceals holding a great deal of pressure. I was stunned at the artistic quality of the class. My thought was, look what's possible in this different program. It never occurred to me you would feel intimidated. But now it all made sense. You were going to push until you couldn't, on me, on you, until one of us broke. Tinkerbell was encased within a wheel. Round and round she went, like a hamster, running for her freedom, for her food, for her reward of proving her worth, when really she just wanted to hang out with Peter Pan. I'm not going to break because I don't want to. Let's call out for Pan. I'm pretty sure he's with Tinkerbell, just waiting for us.